Is the grass greener? I'm sure we've all heard the quote of someone looking for greener grass, and maybe you've heard someone respond and be like, well, the grass is only green where you water it, which is true. It is true. The grass is green exactly where you water it. But we usually tend to think that the other lawn that we just pass by and see is more desirable. We become attached to the unknown and begin to unappreciate what we already have, assuming that the next thing is better. The trap is the grass isn't greener, it's just new. It hasn't had the time to activate your attachment wounds yet. If you give that new person a new thing 3 to 6 months, the same alarms will start to go off. Familiar. We think it's easier to bolt off before we get hurt, constantly anticipating the calm before the storm. What if I told you there's not a storm coming? What if what you already have is beautiful, but you're just not focusing on it? Sometimes looking for the greener grass will feel like you finally found your self-respect, or now you know your worth. But what if you're just hiding? With disorganized attachment styles, it's just your nervous system tricking you. And comfortability doesn't lead to growth in the long run. It stunts it. It's those uncomfortable steps that lead to it, staying when it's hard, communicating when you're struggling, offering peace instead of pain, because we begin to leave and sabotage good partners and call it chasing peace. But how? You don't gain the gift of peace without healing your own attachment wounds. You gain peace from healing your inner scars, not the next person. It's not the next best thing if you couldn't keep the one before that because you sabotaged that too. Most of the time, we're not actually chasing the greener grass, but just the dopamine hit. You're chasing the feeling of chasing. You're chasing the feeling of chasing. When you get what you've been wanting, the gap closes and desire dies, and now they need a new gap. Constantly yearning for something, but turning the blind eye to the things that you already have because you're used to it. You're addicted to hunger, not food. You're not addicted to the food, you're addicted to the feeling of hunger. If it was going to fulfill you, it would have the first time. And sometimes we do need to change. It's understandable, we're human. But how many times have you been stuck in this sabotaging position of having a good thing, but begin being stuck on what the next thing might bring? How would you know what anything brings, or if it ever gets better, if you never stayed committed long enough to find out? Let's do the eternal return test. Okay, let's try it. Ask yourself, would you live this exact life with this exact partner or job or city or whatever over and over and over and over again? Yes or no? If you answer no, you're probably the greener grass person. You always answer no. The question wasn't about perfection. He was asking, can you finally say yes to your life, flaws included? If you can't, a new lawn won't fix it. You'll end up resenting that one too. No matter how many flowers you plant, how many times you dig it up, fertilize it, or even move for a new one, you'll resent it soon as well. Depth is where the good stuff is, if you stay long enough to figure out. But when you're constantly on a search, nothing seems desirable for too long. Never too long. There's no greener grass. There's only one that's tended to and one that's not tended to. There's a neighbor who spends hours planting seeds and pulling weeds and probably mowing the lawn. There's another neighbor who doesn't care to tend to theirs, but they may be looking on Zillow for another lawn who hasn't disappointed them yet. Not yet. As humans, it's in our nature to adapt. That's scientifically proven, and it's true. But when you're on a treadmill, you're not going anywhere. You may be burning calories, but you're not arriving at a destination. You're sprinting in the same exact place. If you search for that new lawn, you've convinced yourself you're climbing a ladder. Leads to nowhere, but you're still climbing, chasing externals, running from all the internal work because it's comfortable. You don't control the grass, just like you don't control the weather or the storms. You just decide whether you want to water it and tend to it or not. What you choose is up to you, but it's all a decision, and it all becomes an action. And then those become patterns. If they want to spend their life convincing themselves a new car, a new job, a new city will make them happy, technically, they're not wrong. It will make them happy. But it's just a temporary happiness spike. That one hit of dopamine until it becomes a normal routine. Then it's recycled. It has to go. They return to baseline looking for the next best thing. Even if they had the best thing in front of them, it becomes less desirable because they don't have to chase it anymore. Appreciate what you have. I've been unappreciated at my best. I gave my best. And then I've been unappreciative of others at my worst, and they gave their best. That didn't determine their worth as a person. It just called out my inner wounds that I didn't work out yet. Don't be the person waiting until it's constantly too late. You're not ungrateful, you're human. Appreciation has to be a practice. It's not a feeling that just shows up on its own. Scarcity reveals the truth, and abundance hides it. When you have the illusion of options, you'll be satisfied with nothing until you filter out your brain. Get those thoughts out of there. Stop living in regret. You can change everything now, but you are the first step. I can teach you all these things. I can say it a million times, but I cannot move your hands for you to do these things. Draw the line. It's marketing, social media, browsing, it will always make you feel as if what you have is not enough. Your own circle will tell you you deserve better, but better than what? Better than what? Better than who? Your own circle will tell you you don't deserve that, but draw the freaking line and say, this is enough. It's not settling, especially not to social media and societal standards. It's 2026. It's not settling, it's choosing. Settling is passive, choosing is active. See the flaws and still be in. Isn't that what that is? Allow yours to be seen too. We're human. We're not meant to be smoothed out and perfect. We're human with depth. It happens. No field you stand in is perfect. You see the outcome of all the things, but you don't see the roots. You see the cover of a book. You don't see all the chapters first. You see the outcome of things. You don't see the roots. They all have roots. They all have stories. All the fields have flaws, but every field has a story. It has a history. The fantasy field has no weather, no storms, no depth, but that's how you know it's not real. It's all surface level. It's beautiful, yes, but it's imagination. You can't let the soul of a place, you can't be the soul of a place you're mentally already halfway out of. You can ask God for patience. He'll put you in places to lose your entire mind, but you can gain it if you're obedient. You can ask God for love. He'll put you in situations to choose and act. Think about it. God tells us to love others how he loved the church. Love your wife how he loved the church. How did he love the church? Think about it. Everything is an action, opportunity, and choice. It's not scarce. That's just denial talking. Sometimes we get the exact things we want, but it doesn't look how we imagine, so we deny it. Or we had it for too long, so we don't appreciate it anymore. Stop denying yourself freedom because change is uncomfortable. Unless you want to live this way for the rest of your life. You deserve love. Give it to yourself. Give yourself the opportunity. You could leave life right now. Let me ask you something. Everything be gone, your body be buried, and your soul gone to another home. If today was the last day, would you still be scanning for other lawns, or would you be memorizing their face? Good question. Hebrews 13:5 NIV. Keep your lives free from the love of money, and you will be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Remember when God said, seek first his kingdom, and all else will be added unto you. Be happy with yourself. Be happy with what you had or what you have. But remember who gave it to you. Am I talking to you or to me? I don't know.